This is part 2 of Gohan's early awakening story. I hope you enjoy and remember to like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Smoke and silence blanketed the battlefield. Frieza's cratered body twitched slightly beneath a mound of shattered stone. The once mighty tyrant was broken, coughing blood, his power all but gone. Gohan stood above him, his aura wild, untamed, still flickering with the raw energy of the beast form. His breathing was slow and heavy, steam rising from his body. The world around him felt distant. Piccolo watched from afar, dread in his eyes. "That form, it's taking him over," he muttered. "Gohan, don't lose yourself." Gohan clenched his fists. Inside his mind, two forces clashed. His burning rage and the quiet voice of the boy he still was, the boy his father raised. He looked down at Frieza, barely alive, the monster who had murdered his father, who had tormented the universe, who laughed in the face of mercy. "I should end this," Gohan growled. His aura flared again, the ground beneath him cracking further. Krillin called out weakly, "Gohan, don't! That's not who you are!" Frieza coughed, then laughed, a chilling, raspy sound. "Do it, boy. Kill me. Give into it. You're no better than me." Gohan's eyes narrowed. Silver light glowed from his pupils, but his fists shook. He was at a crossroads. If he killed Frieza in cold blood, the beast form would consume him. He could feel it, clawing at the edge of his mind, begging for blood, demanding vengeance. But then, like a whisper, his father's voice echoed in his memory. "Gohan, you're strong, but true strength is when you have the power to kill and choose not to." His breathing slowed. The red and violet flames of his aura dimmed slightly. The lightning around him softened. "I'm not like you," Gohan said at last. "I won't become a monster, even to defeat one." With a heavy breath, he turned away. Frieza's eyes widened. "You fool." The tyrant raised one shaking hand, summoning a final sliver of energy behind Gohan's back. A last desperate betrayal, but before the blast could leave his fingers. Boom! A blast of Namekian ki tore through Frieza's arm. Piccolo stood tall in the distance, arm extended. "I'm not as forgiving." Frieza collapsed, unconscious, defeated, this time truly. Gohan lowered his head. His beast form flickered, then slowly faded. His hair fell back into its usual shape. His aura settled. The storm was over, for now. But something had awakened inside him, and it would never go back to sleep. The sky, once darkened by chaos and energy, was now eerily quiet. The waves returned to a gentle ripple. The ground stopped trembling. Frieza lay defeated, unconscious in the crater of his own pride. Gohan collapsed to one knee, breathing heavily. Sweat dripped from his face. The beast form was gone, but its presence still echoed in his bones. He could feel it, lurking in his ki, waiting. Krillin rushed over, his shirt torn, his face dirty but smiling. "You did it!" he said, voice cracking. "You really did it, Gohan!" Piccolo followed, limping but upright. He placed a hand on Gohan's shoulder. "You saved us all, and not just by fighting, but by choosing not to become what Frieza wanted." Gohan didn't answer at first. His eyes were fixed on the horizon, where his father's body still rested. His heart ached. "He's really gone," Gohan whispered. The silence that followed was heavy. Dende stood nearby, head lowered, mourning with them. "We'll bring him back," Krillin said softly. "We have the Dragon Balls. We can still make this right." Piccolo nodded. "Guru may be gone, but if we can gather the Namekian survivors, there's still hope." Later that day, on a calm ridge, Gohan sat alone, knees drawn to his chest, watching the ocean. The power he'd unleashed still haunted him. He remembered the rush, the rage, the overwhelming sense of dominance. It hadn't felt like his power. It felt like something ancient, something feral. I lost control, he whispered to himself. What if next time I hurt someone I care about? Behind him, Piccolo approached. You're afraid, he said plainly. Good. That means you're still yourself. Gohan looked up. That form, what was it? He asked. It wasn't Super Saiyan. Piccolo sat beside him. No, it was something else, something raw, drawn from your deepest instincts. I've seen that potential in you since you were 4 years old, but this was different. Am I a monster now? Piccolo looked at him sternly. No, but you're something Frieza never was. You have a conscience, that power. It's not evil, it's a tool. The beast is part of you now. You just have to learn how to command it. Gohan looked back out at the sea, determination beginning to spark behind his tired eyes. I will. Elsewhere, in deep space, a transmission flickered through a darkened ship. Metal footsteps echoed. A familiar voice snarled. Frieza has fallen? A shadowed figure stepped closer to the screen. His armor bore the seal of King Cold. Then it's time. My son may have failed, but I will finish what he started. His eyes glowed with icy malice. And I'll destroy that brat myself.
Namek's surviving warriors and Earth's defenders gathered in the plains. The air filled with the distant hum of energy and hope. The Namekian Dragon Balls were being restored with the help of the surviving elders, and soon the dead would be wished back. But peace never lasts long in the universe. Above the planet, a shadow loomed, massive and cold. A sleek obsidian cruiser broke through the clouds, its engines silent but full of menace. From its belly, a ramp extended, and down it stepped a towering figure, broad-shouldered, regal, and utterly menacing, King Cold. He looked around the ruined landscape, frowning in disgust. So this is the pitiful little planet that brought down my son, he said, his deep voice rumbling with restrained fury. Behind him, dozens of armored soldiers disembarked, spreading out across the land. Cold's scouter buzzed and chirped. One significant power level remaining, he muttered, and it's not Kakarot. He turned, eyes narrowing. That must be the boy. Elsewhere on Namek, Dende and the elders began preparing to summon Porunga. The Dragon Balls were glowing again, and hope was in sight. Krillin, Piccolo, and Gohan stood nearby, guarding them. Suddenly, Piccolo froze. Something's wrong. Krillin turned, confused. What is it? I sense a new energy, huge and cold. Colder than Frieza. A shiver ran down Gohan's spine. You mean... Then the sky darkened again, this time not from Porunga's rising aura, but from the arrival of a towering presence. King Cold floated into view, flanked by soldiers. So, he said with a sinister smile, you're the little warrior who humiliated my son. Gohan stepped forward, eyes narrowing. He killed my dad, he destroyed lives. He got what he deserved. Cold laughed, spoken like a child who doesn't understand the universe. My son was only the beginning. I ruled galaxies long before Frieza, and you've insulted my bloodline. Piccolo stepped in front of Gohan. You're not laying a finger on him. With a wave of his hand, Cold launched a blast that sent Piccolo flying into a cliff, unconscious. Krillin moved to help, but was immediately grabbed by two of Cold's elites. The Namekians began to panic. Gohan's heart raced, the fear was back, the helplessness. But then, he remembered. The beast inside him stirred, not with rage, but with purpose. I won't let you hurt anyone else, Gohan said, stepping forward. His eyes flashed silver. His aura began to rise. King Cold chuckled. You wanna fight me, boy? Alone? Lightning crackled around Gohan as the transformation began. Not wild this time, but focused. I'm not alone, he said, his voice calm. I have my father's will, my master's teachings, my friend's faith. The sky split with light. The beast form returned, controlled, sharper than before. Gohan stood tall, eyes glowing like a storm. Now let's see if you can survive me.